What is a prime example of a blessing and a curse? Having a well-paying job you can't stand. Growing up too fast. Gives you the knowledge about being independent. But you miss out on being a kid. I don't know if this is just a thing in the UK, but if you get shat on by a bird it's supposed to bring good luck. My dad got shat on by a bird. 2 weeks later he got shat on by another bird. Spending a day being lazy. Fame. Everyone likes you, and you're probably very rich, but you can't leave your house without people staring and being weird. Knowing a place with the best, insert food here, you are blessed with the best of, insert food here, you are cursed with that whenever you try said food somewhere else, you will be disappointed, and whenever you go to place with the best, insert food here, you will most likely order what they make best, because you no longer eat it anywhere anyway. Having a parent that was tremendously successful because they are good for you and provide for you, but you always worry you won't live up to their standards or continue the legacy. The internet as a whole. Having lots of free time, but being too depressed to do anything productive. Kids. I mean, I love mine, but, damn, they're annoying. Having very large boobs. Having too much dopamine. It can mean at times you're happier or feeling a sense of pleasure more than most, but having too much of it can cause all sorts of mental disorders. /@ I have so much energy I want to do everything but I lack the motivation to do anything. ADHD it's a wild ride. Something's always going on. Something is always going on. There is always something. I've heard that normal people can shut off their brain. Mine's just on all the time and the internal narrator never stops talking. Having a giant dong. Not that I would know. Not aging. I enjoy looking young, but some people don't take me serious since I still look like a teenager, even though I'm 27. Being a lefty. It's fun having something unique about you. Plus, all lefties get excited meeting other left-handed people. It's hilarious. There's so much that just sucks though, like smudging ink with your hand when trying to write, noticing the entire side of your hand has turned grey from using pencils all day, and trying to take notes in any spiral notebook or 3-ring binder is a fucking nightmare. Saudi Arabia having lots of oil. A couple of years ago the teenage child of a friend survived a horrific car accident. 2 other teens were killed. The accident wasn't their fault. The young man survives with a rather severe brain injury, meaning he will likely never walk, talk, have the hand coordination to eat on his own, or have bowel control ever again. His life was spared, but now his family will spend their lives caring for him. Being tall. Nothing fits right. Having a good memory. Having long hair. Okay, this one might be a bit basic / adult boring. Having complicated taxes. It's a curse because it's complicated, but also is a blessing because you must be making an okay amount of money to get there. Having your testicle getting shattered, getting an ultrasound to see the extent of the damage, and finding a tumor. Cancer was caught early enough that a guy didn't have to go through chemo or radiation. Worst pain of a guy's life, but skipping out on serious cancer. Being with someone who is really hot. Being the lucky one of my siblings and me. I've worked my ass off to get where I am. Mom says I'm so lucky and should help my siblings. My family fucking sucks. Having Hayek and or empathy. You feel so hard. The resource curse. Countries rich in natural resources, or other, whose wealth is primarily in natural resources, are generally more susceptible to poverty, greater economic inequality, less freedom, and overall lower quality of life. Being athletic but body breaks down easy. Winning the lottery. There are entire shows on people who'd won the lottery only for their lives to crash and burn. I can't smell, never been able to. I've never smelled good smells like baked goods, the perfume of a girl I like, or even my own deodorant / cologne. However, I've also never smelled poop, sewage, farts, or my lack of deodorant. A fast metabolism. I eat, then need to poop after. I drink a glass of water and less than 5 meters need to pee. If I drink some alcohol, I need to pee constantly. Kinda sucks when you go out for a dinner date or out with friends, but it's also great to keep good weight, so I don't complain. Being tall. Back pain and hitting my head on low objects. Intelligence. Big ass titties. Backaches and sexual harassment vs big old boobs. Thick curly hair. The Chicago Cubs winning the World Series. Blessing as they won it after 108 years and broke the Billy Goat curse. The curse part is they suck again. The characters from Encanto. Working from home. When your legs are big and powerful, so now they make your dick look a little smaller. Suffering from the success of big squats. Parenthood. I die for my kids, but sometimes they need to leave me the fuck alone. Being nice. Photographic memory. I can remember all of the good things, like they happened yesterday. Also I can remember all of my heartbreaks. Being baby-faced. I'm 41 with a 19-year-old, but people rarely believe me. I grew out a beard, which has helped. But it has caused me a lot of problems, especially when I was in my 20s and early 30s. I looked like a teenager. I got the police called on me multiple times trying to buy beer because stores were convinced it was a fake. I tried to enroll my daughter in swimming lessons one time, but they didn't believe I was her father. I will appreciate it as I move into old age, but it is a pain in the ass sometimes. I'll throw this out here. ADHD, the amount of things I can get done when hyper-focused is amazing. My highs are super high. My lows are super low, and I become the most worthless person. The ability to see situations differently is a great thing, but also isolates me from everyone. Having big boobs. Having a runaway top comment / submission without turning off responses to inbox. A really good memory. Industrialization and beauty. Having a self-destructive coping habit. Taking in a pregnant cat. Being a genuinely nice person in this society. There's a brass instrument manufacturer that my high school teacher didn't like, particularly because a good chunk of the school-owned ones were from this manufacturer. They didn't sound great, and by the time I was in band we were left with one, and the poor soul learning to play on that French horn was not having a good time, and it would occasionally break and interrupt class. That French horn from Blessing was a curse. Being a perfectionist. For me this blessing / curse manifests with my being extremely good at my chosen skills, but I always feel worthless and obsessive over mistakes and flaws. Good old imposter syndrome, but on steroids. Success. It's great, the benefits are many, and succeeding is what we all aspire to, but winning comes with it an expectation to win again, and again, and again. Unchecked, it can get to the point where even a small setback feels like taking a massive L, and the wins have to be bigger and bigger to feel like the first one did. Having a baby face. Being born in this era. Relationships. It's amazing until they leave you heartbroken. Owning a house. Being quote unquote gifted. People end up expecting so much from you that there's just so much pressure. And beyond a point, like a pungent fart, it all gets let out. Explosively. As Disney and Lin-Manuel Miranda put it, pressure like a drip, 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 that'll never stop. Whoa whoa, pressure that'll tip, tip, tip till you just go pop. Whoa 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 whoa. When your wife tells you that you have the biggest dick of all your friends. Technology. Rain / snow. We all need it, but too little or too much becomes a curse. Being a long-term stay-at-home mom. It's awesome to have a high-earning partner and the ability to raise and take care of my kids without worrying about daycare and work obligations. But a lot of people don't respect you for not working, and it can get pretty lonely and boring. It's also hard to get back in the workforce after a certain point and feel like you've had some personal success beyond child rearing. Being single.